We are Lagos Talks 91.3.
Let's talk.
To you all, and welcome back to the studios. It's still the early edition, and I'm glad to tell you this morning that two people were absent from the studios last week. Two great people that were missed in this early edition program of ours, and I just want to tell you that one of them is back. Join me as we welcome to the studio, Mr. Okay, no, let me not put Mr. The Guru. Put your hands together for yourself, everybody. Just welcome me back to the studio. Good morning, The Guru. How you doing?
It's nice meeting you. You know, we've never met physically.
That's it.
But I heard your voice, and your voice reminded me of the time my naming ceremony was carried out by my father, my late mother, as I was told anyway.
Okay.
So your voice so melodious. I said, oh my God.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I must prepare something for this chap.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go for historical perspective. Please listen to this. I have this to read out. It's our historical perspective for today. The periscope is rich, but the periscope, I'm not going to do the breakdown of the periscoping. You know, the word periscoping has become English that I and Adu invented. We are waiting that very soon the Oxford Dictionary last year adopted 28 Nigerian languages into the Oxford Dictionary. Right. All right. Periscope. But the periscope today is going to be very, very, but it's going to question our knowledge of the political atmosphere or the political trajectory as presently taking place in Nigeria. But for the historical perspective, a quote. Please listen very, very well. What is the difference between me and those who elected us to represent them? Absolutely nothing. Why should Nigeria president not fly with other Nigerian public in the same aircraft? Why do I need to embark on a foreign trip as a president with a huge crowd with public funds? Why do I need to go for foreign medical trip if we cannot make our hospitals functional? Why do we need to send our children to school abroad if we cannot develop our universities to compete with foreign ones? This quote is credited to Major General Muhammadu Buhari in a lecture he gave at Chatham House on February 21st, 2015. That is the historical perspective for today.
Wow.
So what you should do, therefore, evaluate this quote and look at the lifestyle of Mr. President. Now, no more Major General. I'm not the Punch newspaper that I will always refer to him as Major General. President Muhammadu Buhari. Today, is he embarking on medical trips abroad? You know the answer than I do. Are his ministers, are his aides, are they always flooding abroad for medical care? Could that therefore translate to a fact of what he said that he had left the Nigerian hospitals uncared for? I don't know where his children are schooling, but very recently the wife picture was shown worldwide when the daughter was graduating from somewhere. I am not too sure if University of Katsina or University of Zamfara.
Well, it could be that beautiful, right?
I wasn't too sure whether the university she graduated with, because I saw some plants.
Yeah.
There are plants that are not very much identified with Boko Haram insurgency. So, should this now be food for thought? I remind us again, it was the lecture he gave at Chatham House on February 21st, 2015, that this was coming. All right. Now, let's go to what our menu stands for today, because we are going to make it very, very short, because I need to give my guest time and, of course, call-in time. We all will be expecting your call, and we want to contribute to the discussion majorly.
May I tell you that the WhatsApp lines are already lit up? So many people are excited that, yippee, the Guru is back.
And don't forget, David said 70.
Yeah. Have you appointed
If you attain to 80, it shall be through pummeling. And of course, please go to the Bible. David died exactly at
70.
the age of 70.
Yes. He
Not
reigned for
one
40
day,
years.
Not
That's
one day more, not 1 hour more. Even at that 70, he had become a wreck. If you want to know, they went to the lab when he was sick, and the lab report told them this man is gone. And you know, those days, there were no labs like what we have today. Now. They went and looked for a very beautiful Shulamite girl to come and lay by his side. Overnight, David did not turn to touch the woman. Knowing whom David was all days of his life. Then the Israelites said, this Papa is gone. No, let's forget it.
What an analysis.
Can you look at do you have the menu?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We do have the menu here. The first one on the menu says, Reps query whereabouts of $44 million recovered from ex-NIA-DG.
Yes.
That's from The Nation. Apapa gridlock. Southern governors, senators weighed in. That's in the Vanguard. Buhari postpones London medical trip. That's The Nation. And why we can't arrest Tinubu now. EFCC boss. That's from The Guardian. And from The Punch, we have FG disobeys own law. Flouts workers' pension remittance. And The Guardian again says, grazing routes gazette, not solution to conflict.
Thank you very, very much. Like as I said, and I told you before we came on there, the reps querying the whereabouts of $44 million, not 44 million naira.
That's about 2 billion naira now.
Oh, there you must be good in mathematics. Only I do know that I failed my mathematics. So you must be good. Okay, no problem. No problem. Now, we know that the whistleblowers policy, when it came,
yes,
one of the good work the whistleblower policy brought to us was revelation that offshore office building, almost opposite Second Avenue. I don't know why it is called these days, Awolowo Road.
Okay.
I mean, no, Ikoide. Offshore building, there was an apartment there. Nobody knew it was rented by either the Director General of the NIA there, Nigeria Intelligence Agency.
Yes.
Nigeria Intelligence Agency is to Nigeria what the CIA is to America. Why the FBI is to America what the DSSS, which started as NSO, moved to SSSS, now DSS, that is Department of State Security, is to Nigeria. So that there is a flat there that belongs to either the Director General of the NIA then, or to the institution itself. Then it so happened that a whistleblower said that real money, raw money, real cash, because when you talk of cash now, you go to dollar. The dollar kingdom is loaded. And evasion was made. The security services went in and they met. It was not only 44 million. They met a denomination of pounds.
Yeah, different currencies.
They met euro. They met naira. But it's now abbreviated to total $44 million. That is not new in Nigeria, because here are places that money grew wings and they fly off. And those money that refuse to fly with their counterparts, they are swallowed either by monkey in Kano or somewhere Benue State, snake.
Animals are very brave.
Very, very brave.
Yeah.
So the totality of what is happening now is that where is that money? It is the House of Representatives that is questioning it. It tells us that there are still institutions in Nigeria that want to question what is happening to our money.
Or there are few people in institutions.
No. Why don't you listen? Listen first.
Okay.
But don't be taken for a ride. These questions have been asked oft times. But reply that ought to be positive to the tendom of Nigerians never return back. So if you look at it, these questions are very, very regular. Under debate, the next thing you will hear from the same National Assembly that initiate these questions, that gives Nigerians who elected them to represent them to check on the other executive organ of government, because they are the true trial of government, would always see a different thing. I give you a typical example. NDDC was being investigated. Akpabio was there. Akpabio went there. Akpabio, the man with a slogan that what money cannot do, more money will do it. And he has been doing this with more money. Then suddenly, it was a committee at the National Assembly, House of Representatives. Then suddenly, Femi Gbajabiamila, the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, emerged from somewhere. What is happening here? What is happening here? Okay, let's go on recess. Let's go on recess for 15 minutes. Oh, I can see my brother, Godwin Etakibuebu, is wearing a three-piece agbada, and he must be sweating, and the air condition is not working. Let's go on. Let's go on. And that's how that matter died.
To date.
And when another one came, when the same Etakibuebu threw a challenge, most of the contracts you people are probing attended this are awarded to most members of this chamber. And he was talking to the House, Senate, and all of them. Some of them blew hot. A lady blew hot. Then Etakibuebu said, Madam, maybe you are as innocent as I was. I don't know how innocent Etakibuebu could be. When I was in this house, that you may not have known, but about 60% or so of these contracts are awarded to people here. And eventually, when this matter went down along the line, we saw the chairman of the committee saying, it's okay, off your mic, it's okay. Till today, that became the end. So when they are now asking the question of where is the 44 million, they called the National Security Advisor Office to ask of it. Then the National Security Advisor, whom carried out the instruction of Mr. President, said the money is not with us. So where is the money now? You may not hear this question again from the National Assembly. Because in most cases, what they do sometimes is that when you ask such question, therefore somebody must come back through the back door to say, you ask too many questions. Is it necessary for... And maybe the privileges of traditional kola nut, the provision of the 1979 Constitution will be applied. Because the 1979 Constitution, what we operate today is the 1999 Constitution as amended. But the 1979 Constitution that was never came to say you give kola nut as a means of showing thank you. So the kola nut. But this Constitution speaks of bribe. The giver and the taker goes to jail. And bribe has been defined by proper dictionaries as bribe is gratification given before or after an obligation would have been rendered. So this 44 million naira would have flown, or maybe a very smart ego perched and swallow it. I leave that. Our Papa Gridlock, certain governors, senators waiting. Let me not talk of that because I'm trying to bring the new managing director of the Nigeria Ports Authority to the podium here and to explain to us what he told Sanwo-Olu, that 15 places of collective points of bribe that amount to billions every week, which people share to keep the gridlock permanently in Nigeria.
15 places?
Yes. He mentioned it. And so I will call him. Koko, Mohammed Koko. I will call him. Then, Buhari postpones London medical trip. Is postponed, not jettisoned. Is postponed. Why do I need to embark on a foreign trip as a president with a huge... No. Why do I need to go for foreign medical trip if we cannot make our hospital... Our historical perspective today? Buhari is always holding forth for that, going against his own words. There is nothing new on that. Then let me see... why we can't arrest Tinubu now, EFCC. Maybe if I explain this, if I talk about this, that should be okay.
Please do.
The executive chairman of the EFCC, EFCC, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission.
Yes.
It fights crime. It is only financial crimes. It is not, that institution is not established to fight hard crimes. So we should know the difference. Now, the executive chairman, Abdul Rashid Bawa, made this statement. And in totality, what he said is the matter of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, the national leader
yes,
of the
APC,
All People
All Progressive Congress, yes.
A title that is not reflected in the constitution of APC. That's not where I'm going today. He said investigation is going on. And he made a remark that investigation is supposed to go before arrest. Not arrest then before you commence investigation. Which I agree with him, total. Abdul Rashid Bawa is a man well known to me. He is my brother, my junior brother. I'm very, very proud of him. He's my friend. I'm very, very proud of him. He knows his onion. He came to the office with every technicality, qualified. When he said that, who is supposed to go first? Is it investigation or arrest? I dove my, is it cap or hat for him? Yes. Because what is happening in Nigeria is that you arrest, keep the person in custody, through instrumentality of brutality or whatever, you forced the person to say what is not supposed to say.
True.
There is no civilized part of the world. There is no civilized policing institution of the world that are back on that. I have worked with police forces of many countries. You investigate. Then you gathered your facts. After gathering the facts, you show you secured facts that, if laid before court of law, will secure you conviction to send the person to jail. Then you pick the person. Then as you pick the person, you are charging the person within a few days because all the facts are at your disposal. Then it goes to court. But in Nigeria, it is the other way around. You get the person arrested. Then sometimes 2 months, they don't even ask the person for statement because they don't know what to say.
Docket has not been prepared yet.
So what he said is good on that platform.
All right.
Then he asked, he said, you are a journalist. He said, then, are you not the one who accused the EFCC of media trial? So he presented the case. But there may be more reasons why Bola Tinubu is not yet arrested.
Okay. Want to shed light on that?
I will throw light for 1 minute. We should not forget that Bola Tinubu with the court and co is typically a Nigerian politician. They are partners in progress. Don't forget Toronto certificate. And don't forget many other things. The CCT, headed by Umar Danladi,
yes,
took Tinubu through trials of a foreign account of this. He came out successfully, vindicated. Having been vindicated by law, by the court, who are you to say this is what Tinubu is? Now, the issue of bullion van happened in 2019 when 2 bullion vans were seen going into his house and coming out. And the whole world shouted, oh, corruption, look at movement of money at a time when election is going on, whereas the INEC law says this, against that. But nobody will tell you that he knew the content of the bullion van. While those shouting were going on, the Guru Godwin Etakibuebu, never one day involved myself because I did not see any person who told me that I saw the context of the bullion van and that it was loaded with money. So why should I go speculative? But many people wrote a petition. And when they challenged Bola Tinubu the arrogance of that time, as Arole Oduduwa, waiting, made him to make a statement that did not compromise things. That it is my money. Am I a contractor to government? Whatever I want to do with my money is my money. Which means by that, it's not factual evidences to secure anything in court of law. But he has admitted that it was money. Yeah. So petition were written. Of course, that time that Buhari needed Bola Tinubu for his re-election, and Bola Tinubu had secured again that, okay, after you is me. Because the Senate president then, Bukola Saraki, told us the story, that this is what Bola Tinubu told him. That let us help the man. Because he promised me that after him, I will take over. At the time, it was now said that the petitions that were not looked at then are now being looked to. I discussed this matter with law enforcement, but what I discussed, I will not say it here.
Okay.
Now, then suddenly, Lagos State government, in the House of Assembly, enacted a bill, and the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, had signed that bill into law. It's called Lagos State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission. Now, part of that law is to investigate any allegation of corruption involving finances originating from Lagos State.
Okay.
And the law signed now, there are different opinions from many lawyers, but most seasoned critical lawyers, most erudite lawyers agree that that law must be honored and respected because it is putting federalism as so-called in the Constitution into trial. What is federation? Federation, they're units, operating, surrendering, and you must be able to decide it. Mm-hmm. And it all started in Ekiti State. When they said Fayoshe took the state money, and the EFCC came from Abuja, picked the commissioner for finance, picked every person, and took them to court. No, pick them. Then, until the Attorney General of Ekiti says, hold on a moment. Are we in federal institution? If it is federation, let me challenge. And he went to court and challenged the law that the EFCC has no business being a national institution. Yeah. Has no business. And of course, the judge ruled in favor of the presentation of the Ekiti, saying that if there is anything wrong with the money of Ekiti, Ekiti is an autonomous arm of government. It is Ekiti that can do it. And that judgment had not been appealed as we talk. And there are two ways or three ways here, three ways of making law. Okay. The Constitution has provision. But most importantly, pronouncement of courts.
Okay.
Once a court pronounces something in a judgment,
all right,
and appellation had not been met, and the matter had not been challenged, until such is done, that pronouncement, that judgment remains law of the land.
Okay.
So, Lagos State now brought their own law. And now, part of what Lagos State spoken about in that law specifically was that anytime this law comes into operation,
yes,
the commission has the authority, legal authority, to withdraw any case affecting any person from Lagos, either official Lagos. And if the money talking about is Lagos, to withdraw the case from EFCC or ICPC. It is stipulated like that.
Okay.
So the law, therefore, one could say is morally bankrupt. But is it legally bankrupt?
That's a big question.
That's a big question. I will conclude here by presenting what Ben Nwabueze presented to the Supreme Court. In the case, Atiku Abubakar versus the PDP and President Olusegun Obasanjo. Okay. When he decamped to another party, AC then, as a sitting deputy vice president. Yeah. And they went to court by saying he should be removed because he decamped. Then, Professor Ben Nwabueze, for now the number one constitutional lawyer in the whole of Africa. Went to court and admitted that what Etakibuebu did was bankrupt.
Okay.
Morally bankrupt. That why would you leave the party that brought you to this? He said that, my lords, the matter before you, I don't think it's a matter of morality. What he did, is it legally acceptable or not? You are not looking at. And the Supreme Court rendered a judgment that says what he did was legally right.
So it's not a family affair.
Yeah.
You can't do morals.
The Lagos State Public Compliance and Anti-Corruption Commission might be morally bankrupt, but is it legally bankrupt? This, the EFCC chairman will not say.
Okay.
But he has said what he needs to say.
Yeah. But also on that, looking at the ruling you said, the EFCC got, the people got against EFCC. Ekiti got, yes. Does that still give EFCC the right to go ahead and prosecute Tinubu?
This has to be challenged. But as we talk, I'm not aware. But if we go off, I will call the zonal chairman of Lagos zonal chairman of the EFCC. But as of last week, I'm not aware that EFCC had appealed that judgment.
Okay.
And as long as it has not been appealed, it remains the law of the land.
Yes.
And Lagos State had gone to court and withdrew a lot of things from the exclusive list brought to the concurrent list.
Okay.
That time will not allow me to go all the... But Coyote, I keep saying it for the past years of my life, and I will repeat it again. I'm not a lawyer, but if the challenge comes, I can bring 10 cents here to do it. But I think I know before somebody will say, why is he talking with authority? When did he become a lawyer?
You've practiced for long enough.
So I think on that, I will drop the curtain on the menu of today.
Okay.
Permit me, please, so that I can bring my guest into the microphone. Madam.
Yes, sir.
Temi Tyree. Once again, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, the Guru.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
There is this song, again, I failed when I was to be enlisted with Fela as but you have a story to tell.
Yes, I do.
Please, listener, in form of introduction, the madam that you are about hearing, or you'll be hearing her voice, but you'll be able to hear her story.
The young lady.
The young lady. Okay, the young lady.
Setting the record straight, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
Thank you very much. A few days ago, I was playing with my granddaughter. Then I said, this woman, he said, Grandpa, point of correction. I'm not a woman, I'm a girl.
I like her already.
So now, please pick your story and tell us what actually happened to you, ma.
Thank you very much, the Guru. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's really a big, big honor to be here. And I'm so glad to see you looking hale and hearty today.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So this story, well, I hope it's the last time I'm going to tell this story. It happened to me on Saturday, I think it was May 15th.
Okay.
Actually, in the afternoon.
Year?
This year.
Okay.
This year, last month.
Okay.
It was in the afternoon about 1 p.m.
Okay.
And I was going to visit a friend.
Okay.
Driving alone as always recently. And I was in Lekki Phase 1, driving along Admiralty Way.
Okay.
Towards the main gate.
Okay.
Very close to the main gate, actually.
Okay.
And there was traffic. And then the traffic came to pretty much a standstill. So I thought, since we stopped for quite a bit of time, I thought I'd just take that opportunity to make a quick call to a client of mine. But when I'm driving, I'm always very situationally aware. So I was looking all around me as I was talking on the phone. But I guess, the persons who approached me thought that maybe I was distracted by that call. So I saw a man approaching me close by the driver's side. Dark, tall, slim, young man, youngish man. Yeah, I mean, certainly under the age of 40. And what actually struck me was what he was wearing.
Okay.
He had on black trousers and a black kind of T-shirt, but it had a gold logo that said Special Forces.
Special Forces.
Yes, sir. Like the wings of an eagle type thing, you know, Special Forces. So I was staring at it because, I mean, I don't know, I didn't even know if we have a Special Forces in Nigeria. I've never seen anything like that. So I was staring at that T-shirt. And the man walked up to me and he used his body kind of like top to my driver's side. I was wound up. He used his body to kind of, you know, block people's view. And he started indicating to me. I could see a bulge underneath his T-shirt.
Something looking like he's wearing an arms?
It looked like a gun, but I didn't see the gun.
Okay.
I saw the bulge and outline that looked like a gun.
Yeah.
And he started tapping it to call my attention to it. And then he told me to park. You know, I stared at him and he kept, you know, showing it to me to make sure that I see it, tapping it. And he was telling me I should park. So I was paralyzed. In fact, I dropped the phone in fear. I was paralyzed for a couple of seconds, and then I thought, what do I do? If I park, who is this person? And immediately, I'm a bit of an aggressive driver, I should say. And I saw an opening towards the middle of the road, and I started gunning for it. My intention was to hit the car in front of me and cause
attention.
Yeah.
Yes, and cause a ruckus, actually. So when he saw that I put my car into gear and I was going very aggressive, he just walked away casually. Then, when it was all over, I became even more alarmed because I noticed two things. Number one, ahead of him, there was somebody else dressed exactly the same as him behind him. And that one, when he saw me move, he started walking away in front of me. The chap who had approached me walked away behind me.
Okay.
And I
So
was looking at him in the rear view mirror.
Yes.
I saw he walked across the road and I became very scared because he walked in. I mean, there are these vehicles. Wow. I call them VIP vehicles for lack of a no. You see them around town. VIPs own them. These Mercedes-Benz vans.
Okay. All right.
You know, they buy them for X amount and then they trick them out, make them very luxurious, etc. This guy walked up to one such vehicle that was parked on the other side of the road.
Okay.
Pulled the back door open, entered, and the vehicle drove off, leaving the other one that walked away. Okay. So I realized that this was some kind of, I don't know, this, you know, this was something. This was, I just averted something, and it became very, very clear to me.
Okay.
And later on, I called a friend of mine in police intelligence, actually, and narrated the story to him. And he told me, he was the one who then told me that there is an organization called Special Forces.
Okay.
When I described that uniform, so to speak, that paramilitary gear that I saw, he said that it sounded like the uniform. But he said to me that there are no special forces on the streets, basically. That they are assigned only to, they can only be assigned
specifically.
To government related
institutions or people? Okay.
Whatever. And that you should never see them on the streets. Wow. So I don't really know if those people were actually special forces or if they cloned their uniform, actually, which is very possible, I guess. But I think the point is that, you know, the thing that really chilled me is that vehicle that they went into, because then it gave me some indication that maybe these people are actually really, truly these special forces.
Okay.
You know? So
yeah, go on.
So basically, that's what happened to me.
Okay.
And I have a bit of advice, if you don't mind me sharing.
No, I will come to
the
that.
Guru.
We'll come to that.
Okay. Sir.
Kayode,
Yes.
my reason of bringing her out, you spoke with Arise Television, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Arise was doing a job on new invasion of kidnapping in Lagos.
Okay.
The kidnapping in Lagos is not the new one. That is not to say that kidnapping is just coming to Lagos.
Yeah.
Don't forget that school in Ikodu. Don't forget that school in
Around
Ekpe.
Ekpe, yes.
You are from that zone.
That's my zone.
It's your zone. Don't forget that school. And don't forget that Evans, Ewerem. Is it Ewerem? No.
Evans.
Evans.
Yes.
Let's not say Ewerem. Evans Ewerem was the first former president of the Senate, who adopted two names. And those two names, Evan and Evans. S was one, S was not the one. That's what sacked him from being president of the Nigeria Senate. So Evans,
Yes.
this boy from Anambra State, who established Kingdom of Kidnapping. He was the first Nigeria kidnapper that started charging dollars.
Okay.
In fact, he collected $1 million from one Igbo trader. He operated from this Lagos.
True.
So, but the new wave of kidnapping that has come to Lagos is, this is it West Africa what passport, which we have, electronic passport.
Yes.
It has been revalidated. It has been another new one
Has come out, yes.
They call enhanced e-passport. You've seen it.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
I have.
You do? Oh, okay. Okay.
Because when
I haven't gone for mine yet.
when the immigration were to do it, they were so happy with me. I wouldn't know what happened. They invited me to be their guest when it was to be launched in Lagos.
Okay.
And they chose a particular center of the 3 centers in Lagos to launch it. And I was invited. So I became the first person, at least for Lagos, that got that. Because
that new passport.
The whole thing was shot there and there and there, and I got my passport. Very beautiful. Now, enhanced kidnapping system arrived in Lagos, and it's still very operational. In this enhanced system, there is a top official of one bank. I will not mention the name of the bank. Just recently, he was kidnapped. And he was made don't forget that these boys, most of them are graduates. Most of them are technically qualified in office. They ask for they gain access to the balances of his account. And they decided to deal with it. So first of all, it's money for fuel, maybe. That to bank, to go and get cash. But they make sure they transfer all the money. And they kept him because they collected the first cash around when they came to the maximum around 9 o'clock in the evening. And they kept him till 1. Now, 1 is another day.
Yes.
So, and they went and they collected the money and they made sure the transfer is made. Maybe they even settled down to transfer from the bank if this money was transferred to make sure the money lost in the guy is in the office, the bank's office in Victoria Island here. And there was a lady kidnapped. So the new method now is that they kidnap. They don't want to be feeding you for days. They don't want you to bring the sophisticated equipment to track the trackers, which are very, very scarce anyway. They don't want it. And they don't need the forest type of business anymore.
That's too risky.
Yeah, because those children kidnapped in Ekpe, some of them surface in Ondo State through the waterways. So they hold you, they demand for the money with whatever they can get. They don't aim more than 3 million. It's a Ford policy of creation, mass production, which brought the Ford car to become a leading car in America when Mr. Ford himself started. So they quickly, whatever they get, and they release you. And in most cases, they will be driving the victim around. They are not static. They could drive you from here to Victoria Island, from Victoria Island to Ikeja.
Yeah.
They will park somewhere as if they are discussing. Sometimes they will come down and open the bonnet of their car as if there's
a problem.
Then this is the new method. That is what Madam almost fell to. The uniform, the special force is crowned. Of course, don't forget. Banditry, kidnappers, they move about with army uniform, military uniform, police uniform. So uniform is nothing new. It's grown. But that one, these are the one operated in the sophisticated area. And they come out like that you don't even disrespect them unless you are audacious. Madam, are you from Delta?
I am indeed.
Are you from Warri?
I am indeed.
Warri, not the carry last time. I cannot understand.
You can now see clearly.
Okay, in less than 2 minutes, what's your advice you wanted to provide?
Yes. I just wanted to set some advice to women driving alone. You know, our streets, I mean, we know it's not the safest. It's not easy right now. First of all, please, stay in middle lanes as much as possible when you're driving.
Stay in middle lane, like say 3 lanes, stay in the middle lane.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's not as if somebody can't force you off the road from the middle lane, but it's a lot more difficult.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
Then the second thing, this is my own personal advice, my own common sense. So it's not based on anything but my personal common sense. I think you should ignore any directive to park or open your doors. That is what I think.
Yeah,
if your attacker threatens to shoot, ignore him. Let him go ahead. To me, it is better he does whatever he wants to do there than take you
anywhere
elsewhere.
As a victim of kidnapping.
Yes. Okay. And in my own experience, it's happened to me in my life now, I would say twice.
No, okay. Shall we be able to take the other one because of time?
Okay, sure.
So your advice, you gave 2 points.
Yes, I've given 2. So far, I have 5, sir.
Okay.
So the third one
have 30 seconds now.
Is that if you feel threatened at all, accelerate aggressively, hit the car in front of you. Hit the car in front of you. It's better you have a bill to repair somebody's car than
to disappear.
Because obviously the occupants of those cars will come down.
They will come down. And, commotion will come with that person. And then you can tell them why you did what you did so that they can help you also.
Yeah.
Then, number 4, stay very situationally aware. Don't get too caught up in music or in gisting with somebody or, stay very aware so that you understand.
Situationally aware.
Yes.
Okay. Number 5.
Number 5, I think that in such a situation, the greatest weapon you have is your car. I mean, be aggressive about it personally. If you see opportunity, somebody stands in front of you. If you can clear his leg, please do.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. Eyitemi Taire.
Thank you.
For coming and for sharing your thought. At this point, Periscope, I will step it down for today.
Okay.
But let's go to the lines because the
lines are buzzing.
We will not be able to step that one down.
A lot of messages. Let me quickly say on what you said.
Take command of the ship now.
All right, then. So let me quickly say that your comments or your guidelines are not just for women, even men, because both men and women are at risk.
Yes,
so
indeed.
let's all take note of that. You're still listening to the early edition, and this is the Guru back in the studio. And let's just go to the WhatsApp messages and take some calls or some WhatsApp. But before that, let me announce the phone lines 080. Wow, okay. Before I announce that, calls are buzzing. 0809-234-5913, 0809-191-3913, 0809-222-0913, and our landlines 01515-0913-01515-1913. Let's take some messages before we pick the calls. And Samson from Awolowo Road says, "Thank you, Chema, for making us proud. Although I don't really know you, but I've been hearing about you for as long as..." That's the sport, yeah. But he just came in right now. Probably the person just woke up from slumber or something and trying to contribute. All right, we have...
the person did not say that Choma got a house 25 years after.
As long as the house came. I think that's...
Go ahead.
All right. The same court that vindicated Ibori and found him innocent several times until London court convinced him. Let us not pretend that our judicial system is healthy. I think he's responding to the Tinubu case. And someone sends a logo. This is the logo on the shirt. That's like a skull with a cap and mouth and a knife on the mouth.
Someone
sent a logo.
Okay.
Somebody has sent a logo now.
Oh, I would love to see that.
Okay, I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you soon. But let me quickly read this from Adegboyega Adedeji. It says, Guru and Kayode, I laughed when Guru said he never joined the majority of people commenting on Tinubu billion van issue when it happened. That nobody or no one can categorically say money was inside the van. I want to ask the Guru if bullion van is used to carry dead bodies. Adegboyega.
It's my son. It's my son. Adegboyega. Shorao. Very low, Daddy. Go ahead.
Good morning and welcome back, Guru. I can tell you for free that there are certain things that will never work in this country because those in power stands to lose if they work. 1, refineries. 2, our medical sector. 3, our electoral system. Others like Apapa gridlock, NDDC fraud, NNPC, unaccountabilities, subsidy fraud, etc., remain a conspiracy of both government and some untouchables in the society. This country remains a bundle of controversies and conspiracies until the masses decide to speak with one voice, and that will happen very soon.
Okay.
Tony saying that. Let's go to the phone lines quickly before we continue with the knowledge from the Guru. Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing, please? Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
And to the madam in the studio, I am proud of you. How I wish you join police force so that you'll be intelligent officer. Thank God I am a South man. Peter Monte is my name from Shomolu.
All right, Peter. Go ahead.
I want to say that please, so whether it is EFCC or it is Lagos State, in this Tinubu's bullion van matter, they should make sure that they look into that case with a kind of speed of light and make sure that that matter is resolved before the next campaign for election.
Okay.
Because we would not want any Toronto case. We don't want any ambiguity in whoever is coming up. That's just my own. I'm on Buhari. He's a medical trip. I will say all Nigerians should invoke that statement he made in London in that house about whoever will be the leader of this one. We should always be ready to invoke that statement against him and make sure that any medical trip abroad is cancelled. And if he does it, then he has dead Nigerians. Then he will be a hypocrite.
Right. Thank you so much, Peter. Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Morning, please.
John from Ibajilaki.
John, how are you doing this morning?
I'm cool.
All right. What's your
I
talking
agree
point?
with Madam. I like her bravery.
Would you have been able to do the same thing?
You know?
Would you have been able to do the same thing? Exhibit such bravery?
Yes, I have such story, but not the kidnapping stuff.
Okay.
Somebody we're having some misunderstanding with a lady.
No. We won't have time. No, sorry, please. We'll have time for your comment, but not your story, please.
Okay. So, Oga Guru,
I salute you.
I am looking for Adu. If we have gone the way of Sadiq, let me know. You people preach one Nigeria, and these people are disappearing. If we have gone that way, let me know so that I will look for a way to disappear too, like them.
Sadiq never disappeared. Neither would would Adu go that way. He has a right. He has a right for a few days off.
Okay.
Yes.
Like what I want to say, sir, is concerning the Buhari statement in London that they should not vote for people like that. And we have the people that have voted for him have done that. I don't know what they will do to correct the mistake they have done before.
No,
I think it is a time for everybody to open their eye.
He made this statement before the election. When he went
that is what I'm saying. He made it, and the people who could not understand, they still sheepishly go and vote for him. Mm-hmm. So let them open their eye now.
Okay.
In
Thank you
case
very
of
much.
if there is any other election, for
Thank
me,
you.
I will never be a believer in Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
That's a good one to
Please
say. We want you to be a
believer in
believer.
Nigeria. We want patriotic Nigerians.
That's
we
it.
need people like you to bring Nigeria to the land of sanity. So please, don't run away.
That's the only thing that can save the
You are
country.
in Nigeria. You don't have two countries.
That's it.
Please.
That's it.
Good morning. It's the early edition.
All right. Good morning. Your name and where you calling from, please?
Good morning,
Yes, sir.
Howdy.
Yes, sir.
And good morning to the Guru.
I salute you.
This is Adeyemi.
Okay.
Good morning to Itemi Iriowuro.
I wish I could respond in Shekiri.
Anyway,
Why not?
Eyitemi is a citizen in exile.
Anyway, very quickly.
Yes.
I mean, I really am very impressed with your bravery. I think something like that did happen to me before. But what I think is, can we be wearing cameras now? You know, to save ourselves, and then to be able to transmit what is going on out there, you know, as a means of securing the people especially in the traffic.
all right.
I mean, that way, rather than the police wearing it, we should be wearing it. Secondly, the last one you mentioned, we should have our horn. The horn should be sharp. So whenever anything like this happens, blow your horn and turn your hands into the next lane, as you can see, and then threaten those who are coming from there so that they can also be aware that something is going on.
Thank you very much.
So may God
Just be
bless
our brother's keeper. That's all that
Actually,
matters.
if I can just say, somebody mentioned that to me recently, that dash cams are apparently not expensive.
They're not.
And
not
that we
expensive
can
at all.
put them. So, yes, that's
You
All right.
install them in your car, front, back,
Front, back,
everywhere.
yeah, that's it. So that even whatever happens, they can easily monitor the people.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning. Where are you calling from, please?
Good morning. My name is Larry. I'm from Godo.
Your name is what, please?
Larry.
Larry.
Larry or
All right,
Larry
Larry.
Waju.
Please go ahead.
I have you back, sir.
Thank you very, very much, Larry.
Yes, sir. Please, about the special force. Each time I'm going to the lecture, I always see them at that civic center junction. But something happened to me on Saturday around 9:30 by Jack Ondi in Lekki. Some police men were standing on the road. There's several mufti. There's a particular one putting on this police camouflage face for the mufti.
We're struggling to hear
when I
you,
was
Larry.
getting him,
Okay.
he stopped me and asked for my vehicle documents. I said, no, I can't give you. You are not a police officer. He said, what do I mean? Can't I see the T-shirt? I said, no. Nigerian police does not have a T-shirt as a uniform. I said, call the other one that is on uniform and let me talk to him.
Okay.
I have his name and his details with the 2-star. So when he came, he said, why did I resist talking to the man? I said, there is no provision in Nigerian police that says Nigerian police has to be putting on T-shirts.
Okay.
Later, I discovered that, this guy must be informed about certain things. They didn't bother to do anything to me. They just said, okay, you can go.
All right.
So we need to challenge and stand our right,
All right. Next time you involve in this matter, report the matter straight away to the Lagos State Police Command Public Relations Officer.
Yes.
And you can equally call the operation rooms and report the matter. That is the quickest way. Then again, like the one who came in uniform, please make sure you capture his name. But like Commissioner of Police Frank Uba advised at the time, when you want to capture the name, and do that in a serene atmosphere. More so if he has gone with him. Because it was in Nnamdi Azikiwe, ceremonial first president of Nigeria, that made a statement that only a madman argues with a man holding the gun. It takes the living to become witness.
That's it.
The dead never give witness.
Of course.
Please
So I
go
think we
ahead.
just take one or two more calls, or what do you think?
Okay, time. No,
Because
you
it's
can
around
take
4:46.
2 more calls.
All right, great. So we'll take 2 more calls, we'll read some messages, and we proceed with the program. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning, the Guru.
I salute you, sir.
I greet you, sir.
Yes, sir.
My name is Uche.
Uche, are you calling
calling
from
from
Apapa Port
Ikeja.
today?
Yes.
Oh, you are in Apapa Port.
The Guru.
Are you in Apapa Port already? Uche, don't dodge this.
No, not the Guru. I'm not in Apapa today. In fact, Apapa is becoming
you can't get there now. It will take you 300 years to get to Apapa.
So I'm in Ikeja today, the Guru.
Yes.
All right.
Go ahead.
Kayode is doing a great job.
Yes.
Just like one of the callers said, I hope Adu has also not absconded.
You are the best friend of Adu. If he has absconded, you are the one
You would know, exactly.
They keep telling us Nigeria is good, we should stay. Meanwhile, they keep running away. But that's I also greet Madam. Good morning, ma'am. I'm happy for you. Thank God you were brave enough to do what you did. Now, the level of insecurity is becoming terribly alarming. The Guru, you need to go through our route. My two, Apapa. Once it is 7 o'clock, God help you.
Amen.
Once it is 6:37, you are virtually on your own.
Okay.
These guys come out from all parts of, my two, and they unleash mayhem, especially on the bridge. It is terrible.
Yes.
It is terrible. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for that. Do we have any other caller here? Let's read
Just
some
one
messages. Yes, let's
Then
take
you
some
go to
messages. Yeah.
About 2 or 3 messages.
2 or 3 messages, all right. So, Dan Kritz from Surulere says, good morning, the great Guru. Aside the new wave of kidnapping in Lagos, robbing in traffic situations is on the increase. My advice is that Lagosians should learn to wake up with mob action against these attackers, rather than run or avoid others when they are being attacked. They get afraid when they are being confronted. Let's all stand up together. All right, again, let's read. Oh, this is quite a long one. It's Adegboyega again. Let's take another message. I appreciate your advice, ma. Thank you. And that's Dominic from VI.
Thank you, Dominic.
Thank you so much. Yeah. And Mr. Obi says, good morning, Mr. Guru.
Yes,
I
sir.
sent a logo. Please help us investigate the people wearing the Special Forces shirt.
Okay.
Let us know our safety. Thank you for your female guest. Though I consider myself a security-aware person, I just learned something new and very important. Situational awareness. It's being conscious of things.
Situational awareness.
Yes.
The connings of the grammar, the connings of the package.
It comes from a deep place.
Oh my God. They fully come from. Well, you know they carry last now.
Yes.
At all, as per market.
All right, so let's take one more call or
Okay,
message.
one more call,
One
the
more
last.
call. Yeah. So this is the last call. Caller, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Ogake.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
My daddy Guru.
I salute you.
You scare me, sir.
What happened?
When I've not been hearing your face,
Don't be you
I
send me
called your
message.
line, just you didn't pick my call.
Is it because I did not tell the people? Not be you send me message. I beg.
I'm scared, because when I didn't hear your voice again, I'm scared,
No
Thank
worry.
God he's back now.
No shaking.
Thank God, though.
He's not
Madam,
going anywhere.
I salute you. Thank you very much. The situation we are finding ourselves in our dear state and country, everybody should be aware of what is going on. Not only by day, but even at night. I have a lady, she was going to Oshodi. If you know Jibowu, where they used to load east.
Yes.
The lady stood there. She said she's going to Oshodi. Two people came and meet her there, and they told her that they are fighting at Oshodi. She should cross to the other side. That far they bus stop. From that place, she was picked up, and she was taken to another street at the back. They collected everything with her. I'm talking about 10 to 11 a.m. Last Thursday, in Lagos State here. So that is the situation we are finding ourselves. So we that we are driving, the advice of Madam is so much good for us. And the situation of our country,
that the Guru, God will help us. You, the senior elder of this country, help us, you. Help us, you.
All right, thank you so
I'm
much.
the national youth leader, in case you forgot.
You forgot to add that aspect to it. Thank you so much for the calls, guys. Keep listening to Early Edition and the Guru.
Yes. Okay. Today, the protocol of bringing the knowledge drop box on a musical manner, we just have to avoid it to go straight away to. What we want to look at today in knowledge drop box, previous pandemics that might have killed more than coronavirus.
Okay.
This calculation. Okay, we cannot fault it, yes, but coronavirus is still killing.
True.
Because many people are now of the opinion that there is nothing like coronavirus. A me that is sitting with me in the studio here, if you get to Hawari Depot, you get to worry now. If you meet 100 people, you will be thanking your God if you see 5 wearing.
Yes.
They tell you that
it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. Go to the real community. I went to see a function. I was invited, but because of what I do, I don't have social life. Maybe, listener, you've never heard this before. I don't have social life. I keep saying it. I have maximum of 3 hours sleeping every 24 hours. Sometimes I don't sleep for 24 hours, 48 hours. But trouble comes after the 48 hours. When I'm going to the 72nd hour, then there will be trouble. So I have been used to this. And because of the nature of what I do, I carry out research, do this as an author. I went to this social gathering to see Nigeria's response to COVID-19 protocols. I was greatly disappointed that nearly every person there, not nearly, most people there, yes, that's the correct English. Most people there were not wearing their face mask. But this thing is real. It is still killing. The South African variant, South Africa had knocked down. I don't think Nigeria economy can withstand a third knockdown. So Nigerians, if God is helping us, should we not do those necessary things that we should be doing?
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Wear this. But knowledge robots, previous pandemics that might have killed more than coronavirus. Let me run through them very quickly. As of the time that this report is compiled, when I carry out this research, coronavirus had not killed more than 2,000 people. So I was too fast. I came too early. I was born before my generation for this research.
No, you were hopeful. You thought coronavirus would end soon.
No, I thought it, mostly when our religious leaders, both the Islamic and the church were praying, then I thought God had come and picked it away from Nigeria and threw it into the Atlantic Ocean.
God did, but we didn't allow God to do it.
Yeah, I think we failed.
That's it.
Now, Ebola, 2013 to 2016, was a very, very deadliest epidemic that comes with hemorrhage. It will come in form of fever, then suddenly bleeding. That is hemorrhage or hemorrhagic type of malaria.
All right.
It lasted more than 2 years, killing about 11,300 people, mainly in Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. We should not forget, it was what led to the death of one of our most successful medical doctor.
Stella Adadevoh.
Yes. Stella Adadevoh.
Yes.
In a genuine patriotic effort to stop President Goodluck Jonathan, who was president of Tanzania, they called the man from Liberia one mad man, Sawyer, that brought the thing. And he was going to escape, and he was on his way to Calabar. He was going to escape from the hospital.
Yeah.
Dr. Stella Adadevoh heard him personally. until he was chained to the bed. That's our beautiful sister.
He caught it, yeah.
It killed that number of people. But Ebola is less contagious than all these viral diseases that we shall be mentioning now. After a time, it will surface in the Democratic Republic of
Dr. Congo.
Congo. Is Congo? Which one is Zaire? Which one is Congo?
Same.
Zaire changed to Dr. Congo. I mean, we call it Dr. Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo. Yeah.
But don't forget, we have 3 Congos in that region.
Yeah, there's Congo, Brazzaville.
Yeah.
There's Congo. What's Zaire? There are 2 Congos.
DRC and Congo Brazza.
That's it.
Brazzaville.
So the Congo we're talking now is the one of
Former Zaire.
Seko Mobutu. Joseph Seko Mobutu.
Yes.
With Chobe, with Kasavubu in the beginning. And they had to drag them all the street and he made a statement before he died that a tree of unity had to be watered. Not Patrick, but Patrice Lumumba.
Yeah, Patrice Lumumba. Yeah.
Patrice. You have another Patrick Lumumba who is a professor of law from Kenya. Or this most sorted after.
Yes. I think it's also called Patrice, isn't it? I think it's also called Patrice.
So
okay.
P-A-T-R-I-C-K.
Okay.
The other one is C-E-S.
Patrice.
He made a statement that the tree of unity has to be watered with the blood. Okay. We are talking of pandemics.
Yeah.
Number 2, swine flu, 2009 to 2010. The World Health Organization says 18,500 people died of swine flu, or abbreviated HINI, which was first uncovered in Mexico and the United States in March 2019. Number 3, you have the bird flu. When are we having fish flu?
You just want to hit Lagos State, that's all.
The deadly HF9 strain of bird flu killed more than 400 people, mainly in Southeast Asia, after appearing in 2003. Why is all this coming mostly from Asia?
Maybe the lifestyle.
Well, whom started COVID-19?
COVID-19, yes.
Before that madman from Italy brought it to Lagos on 27th February 2019.
Why do we have so many mad people coming into Nigeria?
Number 4, SARS. SARS is not police. Severe acute respiratory syndrome is SARS. In March 1st, again in Southern China, in November 2002, before it went up. It killed 774 people.
Yeah.
That's minor, comparatively. Number 5, AIDS. AIDS killed not less than 32 million people around the whole world.
And it's still killing.
AIDS is still killing. But now, 24.5 million people have access now to retroviral drugs, which weaken the power. The killing power is weakened. Yes. But they are very, very expensive. So if you don't have money to go to that market, don't go there. So you wait. Let's capture that story. Those waiting to die. You wait to die. Okay. Number 6, Hong Kong flu, another Asia.
Okay.
Around 1 million people died of the Hong Kong flu, according to the U.S. Center for Disease and Control and Prevention, CDC.
All right.
Transmitted around the world between mid-1968 and early 1970.
Okay.
It killed about 1 million people. Let's go to Asia.
How many more do we have to go? Like 5 or 10 more?
No.
Okay.
About 2. Asian flu. I saw if you're walking in now. He's looking at me. If you never brought me something, they better go back and package it before you are welcome. So you welcome. Join me as I round up this program. Asia flu, that is 1957 to 1958. Around 1.1 million people died of Asia flu. All right. Then Spanish flu. Spanish flu remains the highest to date. That was 1980 to 1919. And grandfather of Donald Trump was a victim of Spanish flu. Grandfather of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So when COVID-19 came and he took it as nothing, I thought somebody did not remind him that, don't forget your grandfather who went with Spanish flu.
All right.
The Spanish flu took away how many? About 50 million people died. Highest so far.
Wow.
But today, COVID-19 is still killing. But I don't think it will not kill up to.
But see how we're handling it, it might, because what is even strange, you were talking about South Africa as we wrap up for if you to come in and take. That's why I'm not looking up so that we don't have eye contact.
If it's not around in the studio yet.
you know what is strange is that in Ghana now, the Indian strain, which is called the Delta, is already in Ghana. About 6 people were discovered with it last week.
Okay.
And we're still working casually in Nigeria.
Coyote,
yes.
Please hold your breath. Tomorrow I will ask you the question because we are chopping into a few times.
Definitely.
On the data. Tomorrow I will ask you why is it called data?
Definitely not inspired from the Niger Delta region. So let's bring this home then. The Guru.
Right. Here we are. We must draw the curtain, of course. Sorry, I can't give you my Twitter. Twitter is not operational yet. All right, but I'll be on Twitter when I go to Republic of Benin. Now, my WhatsApp. Okay. Then what again? Facebook, Godwin Etakibuebu. Of course, there is this creation in Facebook that I've been moving the conversation very favorably forward. That is the Vetra column. Vetra column. The V of the Vetra is capital letter. The column of the C of the column is capital letter. Yeah. And of course, you can go to my website, www.godwintheguru.com.
Yes, sir.
And of course, you can share everything on my YouTube channel, which is called Godwin The Guru. And of course, that telephone number is still available for you, 0906-887-0014. Then, having said all this, until we meet again, please don't forget the advice. Keep yourself out of trouble. Bye-bye.
We are Lagos Talks 91.3.
Let's talk.